Forrest. At the old ball game. Hey!
Welcome to the Vintage Baseball Corner. I'm Chris. Today I'm going to share with you an awesome mail day, including one of my grail cards, or at least a card that I've been chasing for a while and needed to finish off a portion of my set. I'll share those details with you here in just a bit. I'm also going to show you some other recent pickups going back to a local card show about a month and a half ago in late July. So we're going to get at it. I got 16 cards to show you today. 7 of those came in the mail today, and the rest are here recent pickups. But all are vintage cards between 1952 and 1977. I hope you enjoy. Let's get to the cards. All right, the first card is a 1962 Ernie Banks in an EX5. I picked this up. This is a beautiful card. Really great color, great clarity. Surface is good. You know, corners are just touched enough to get us at 5 grade. But I think the general eye appeal, excuse me while I'm shaking my hands here, I don't mean to. The general eye appeal is excellent. And when I saw this, I just could not hold off on picking it up. I am collecting or starting a 1962 Hall of Fame registry. And so basically I'm trying to focus on the Hall of Fame cards from the 1962 set. I may not catch all of the Babe Ruths and all of the leaders cards, but I want to get at least the main and all-star cards of all the Hall of Famers. And we'll do that over time with no rush to complete it and just pick up cards here or there when the deal is right. Next up is a Richie Ashburn, also in a 5. And a common theme here, I'm kind of shooting for that 5 to, we'll say, 7 range. I do have a couple of 4s that I picked up, and that's mainly for budgetary reasons. But this Richie Ashburn is a really nice looking 5. It was freshly graded, and actually got that from my friend Phil at I Love Baseball Cards. He has a great channel if you'd like to check it out sometime. But he sent me this, and I traded him back some cards for his 1971 set to try to help him move that set along. So again, nice Richie Ashburn. Fits right into the Hall of Fame registry. Let's put that up there. And another one is an early win. This one is an 8. This is the highest grade 62 that I have. I picked this up at a local card show. I liked it. It looked great. The centering was great. The deal was right. And so while I'm not really shooting for 8s at this level on 62s, I thought, it's really tough to pass up. So I couldn't turn it down. But anyway, early win, pitcher for the White Sox in an Ear Mint 8. And at a different show, however, same seller, picked up a Willie Mays All-Star. Card number 395, and then back to the EX5 level there. The dealer, his name is Scott. He goes on Twitter, he goes by @FarmerCard, FARMER card, CARD. So if you're on Twitter and you look for cards on there, touch base with him, look him up, and give him a follow. He's always got some really nice cards, really good guy, and I've gotten to know him fairly well after visiting with him on several local card shows. But this is a Willie Mays All-Star in a EX5.
It's a hit! 3D baseball cards, free from Kellogg's. Hi, I'm Ernie Banks. Inside these specially marked packages of Kellogg's Corn Flakes, you get one of these free 3D baseball cards. 3-dimensional pictures of National and American League stars, printed with their autographs and records. 75 exciting cards to collect and trade. So team up with Kellogg's Corn Flakes and get your free 3D baseball cards.
Next, we're going to go a little bit closer to modern day. And we got a 75 Kellogg's Nolan Ryan in a Near Mint 8. Had a lot of these cards when I grew up. Ate a lot of cereal, I guess. And love these cards, but never really saved any of them. So this is actually the first graded Kellogg's card that I have. I have a couple ungraded. I'm just not really comfortable and sure how well these grade, what they look for, the specifics, the cracking. I just not real comfortable with it, so I have not sent any of my own in to be graded, but that's okay. This Nolan is a sharp card. It's a 75, and it's something that's unique and different. So I'm going to put Nolan down here. Next, we'll move to 76. We got 76 Reggie Jackson. This is not an easy card to get. It's a really expensive card in a 9. 8's still a little bit more affordable, but this one is a pretty nicely centered card, off a little bit left to right, but just sharp looking. The green and the yellow on the card design match up with the green and yellow in the uniform. I just really like the 76 set. It's probably second or third in the 70s for me, behind 75. Okay, I'm going to stick Reggie this way. Oops, knocked that over. We'll move up another year. We'll go to 77 for Tom Seaver. Again, another near mint 8 with this one. Great eye appeal, sharp card. I've been looking for one for a while. I've got a pretty nice Tom Seaver run, and I'm actually going to do a video on that Tom Terrific run here shortly, and so you should be seeing that fairly soon. And this is one of the holes that I needed to fill. So we'll get that going here in a little while, and then you can kind of check out my progress and follow along with my progress. But this is an 8 in a 1977. Next, we go to 73, backed up a little bit, and we got another Reggie in a near mint 8. This is a really nice looking card. It's well centered. It is an older label, but it's well centered. It's sharp. I don't see any reason why this would not get an 8 all day long. I know a lot of people think that the old grades don't equal the new grades, but I really think it's buying the card is the important thing and really looking at the card, and this seems to stand up. But we got an 8 for Reggie Jackson in 73. I'll stick that next to the other Reggie here. And again, we're going to double up on Tom Seaver. We got a near mint 8 in a 73. Again, just another really pretty card. I have this card in a 7, so I will be making it available here sometime soon. I've actually got a 74 in a 7 as well for Tom Seaver, as I've upgraded both of those along the way. But again, you'll see these again here in the Tom Seaver run coming up. But that's a very nice 8. Slide that there. Now we're at the mail day for today. The first one, we're going to stick with 73. We got a home run leaders with Johnny Bench and Dick Allen as a near mint 7. This is just one of those really nice card. 2 superstars. I really fully expect Dick Allen to land in the Hall of Fame. Excuse me, I'm trying to kill some of that glare there. At some point, he's been on the verge here for a while now. I believe these were both the MVPs that year as well. But this one was just too cheap to pass up. I picked this one up for probably, I think, $16, including tax. I mean, I felt like it was just a really good deal. So we added a home run leaders from 73 and a near mint 7.
Your schoolwork isn't?
I'm going to be a baseball player. They don't have to know anything.
Next, we're going to go back to 62s. This one is a Don Drysdale.
Don Drysdale?
EX Mint 6. Don was, a powerful 1-2 punch with Sandy Koufax for the Dodgers throughout the 60s. Hall of Famer. Actor, did a little bit of work. I can remember him on a Brady Bunch episode as I was growing up. But this is a nice 6. Pretty well centered. Just really nice eye appeal there.
Greg, not everybody can be a Don Drysdale.
Okay, we'll stick him up there. Now, this next card is another 62. It does not fit into the Hall of Fame registry. However, it's a beautiful card. World Series Game 3, Maris wins it in the 9th.
Score tied 2-2, 9th inning, and if ever it was pitch measuring time, it is right now, Joe.
And you better measure right.
There's one. It is deep to right field, and that ball is going, and it is gone. Roger Maris gets his first hit of the series.
Obviously, 61 was a huge year for Roger Maris, and this is a really pretty card, nice looking card with Maris in full swing there. Again, it was just too nice to pass up, even though it doesn't necessarily fit in the Hall of Fame registry. Yet, it's always possible that Maris gets in. There's arguments for and against. but I don't think there's any doubt that Mr. Maris, you can look at the 61 World Series Game 3 stats, was one of the best players in baseball in the early 60s, obviously breaking Babe Ruth's home run record in 61. So we'll take that. All right. Next, we go to 1960. And an Ernie Banks in a 5.5. This card is off-center some top to bottom. But man, to me, it just really looks great. It's framed up nicely, side to side. Here it's centered well. And just the colors on it, the surface is clean. You know, it's just got a little bit too soft to corners to get a much higher of a grade. I think it might have been able to land a 6, but I think a 5.5 is a fair grade here. But just a really, really nice version of Mr. Cub. We're going to sit him down here. And actually, I'm going to put Maris down here as well since it's a horizontal card. I think that makes more sense. Next up is one of those fortunate accidents, if you will. I put in a bid, slide that back here, on this card, not thinking I would get it, but willing to take a shot at it. This is the toughest card and the biggest card of the 62 set, the Mickey Mantle. Again, just a really, really nice example for a 4. Just eye appeal for days. Love it. Great, clean image. Colors are wonderful. Just got a little bit of edge and corner wear that holds it down to the 4 grade, which is a fair grade for it. But man, it just really, really looks good. So we got the Mick put right up here. Next, I stepped outside of my normal range. I do collect the 50s, but I hadn't really dabbled in and stepped into the 1952s yet. But I picked up this 1952 Topps Duke Snider in a 3.5. Just a really, really sharp card. And by sharp, I mean looking. The corners are soft. The corners have corners that you would very, very likely see on a 3 or a 4 grade. But great color. The card presents well. It's framed well, even though it's not centered perfectly. Just a really nice example. And a 3.5, I just felt that was too good of a deal to pass up. And I went ahead and jumped into the 1952s. I've had other 52s ungraded before, but none of the stars, no Hall of Famers. This is the first 52 Topps graded I've had. And I really, really like it. So we're going to put that here. And our last card, I can do that without knocking it over, is the Grail card I mentioned earlier. As any of you have followed me at all so far, watched my other videos, I am working on collecting a high-end 1975 set. 1975 were the first cards that I bought in packs as a kid at the local corner drugstore, and got back into it and just really have dug into this set. I have the full set. I continually try to upgrade cards to have as many graded as possible. This particular card completes the Hall of Fame registry for me, and it is a big one. It is the Nolan Ryan in a near mint 8, and this baby is a beauty. It is basically perfectly centered, side to side and top to bottom. Just a beautiful, beautiful card. Really, really minor edge wear is probably the only thing that holds it back from me not being able to afford it because it has a higher grade than this. But I've been looking for this card for a while. Look at the back. The back's not centered perfectly, but that's okay. These cards are just tough to get in high grade, and when they are, they still fit within the parameters for an 8 centering, but they're just not exactly what I was looking for. I wanted this to be, along with the Brett and the Yount and the Hank Aaron, to be one of the stars of my 75 set. So the 80 card Hall of Fame registry is now complete. All but one of them are either 8s or 9s. If you saw my last PSA, and I'm going to stick this up here, my last PSA reveal, I picked up the Indians team card with Frank Robinson as the manager. It got a 7. I had it graded and it got a 7, which was about right. I took a shot that it could get an 8 because I figured the grading fee was worth it, as it's not a cheap card even at an 8. But we got a 7 on it. Eventually, I would like to upgrade that, but I'm not going to be in a real major hurry to do so. But all 80 cards are done. They're in slabs. All but the Indians card is an 8 or higher. And I will do a full video on that full 80 card Hall of Fame registry set here in the near future. But that was the last piece of the puzzle. I'm really, really happy to have it and happy to share it with you today. So that's all the cards that I've got. Again, look here in the near future for videos on the 1962 registry, Hall of Fame registry, my Tom Seaver run in general. It's getting close. I still have some cards to pick up, and I'll share those with you. And then the 75 Hall of Fame registry as well. All of those are upcoming, soon upcoming videos. And then, of course, we'll have a PSA reveal or two for you as those submissions come back. That's all I got for today. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you'd like to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel so that you get notifications when I have new videos coming out. And most of all, let me know what cards you like out of this group. I think this is a really sharp group for the time frame that I picked all these up. If you have a favorite, let me know. If you have a one that you don't like, let me know that too. But at the same time, I'd love to hear back from you on it. And I'll look forward to spending time with you again soon. I thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.